Hi, smart sleepers. Happy Sleep Wisdom Wednesday. Hope you're all doing well. It's turned back into winter here in Jackson, so I had some fun with my son in the snow earlier. Summer takes a long time to get here in the mountains. This week, I am talking about sleeping and being a better leader. So I truly believe that you will be more successful in your business, in your work, in your life when you get the sleep you need. But this week, I'm specifically talking about being a great leader. Now, I love this quote. I read the book Essentialism recently, thanks to Greta, and he has a chapter about sleep, which I love that he sees that is something that's so essential. And my quote that I love from this book is, "The best asset we have for making a contribution to the world is ourselves. If we underinvest in ourselves, and by that I mean our minds, our bodies, and our spirits, we damage the very tool we need to make the highest contribution." One of the most common ways people, especially ambitious, successful people, damage this asset is through a lack of sleep. So true. I couldn't agree more. So when you think of a great leader, what kind of characteristics do you think about? I think about things like being empathetic, thinking clearly, and being able to prioritize, making good decisions, communicating well, being positive, being productive. Those are a lot of the traits that I think about of a great leader. And almost every single one of those is going to be negatively influenced if you don't get enough sleep. For example, studies find that people are much less empathetic when they are sleep deprived. That lack of sleep turns off the emotional parts of the brain. So it literally makes it harder to see how other people might be feeling and empathize with them. Of course, we know it's much harder to think clearly and stay focused and concentrate and be able to prioritize things when we haven't slept well. Communicating well is key. And, another study showed that managers, kind of bosses who didn't get enough sleep, were more impatient, irritable, and antagonistic at work, which of course is going to make a really bad work environment. It's important for being positive and making good decisions as well. I may have already talked about this study before with you, but there was a gambling study, but it compared people getting 5 hours of sleep a night versus 8 hours of sleep a night. And twice a day, the participants in the study were asked to choose between, taking a certain amount of money or gambling the money for a higher amount with a possibility of losing it all. And they did this for a week. And so at the beginning of the week, less sleep didn't seem to make a difference in their decisions. But as those sleep deprived nights added up in that sleep deprived group, toward the end of the week, they started making those riskier and riskier decisions. And the scariest part to me is that they didn't even realize that they were making different decisions than they were when they weren't as tired. So, definitely, especially if, as your CEO of your business, and if you have any type of managerial position, you're making decisions and you want to be making really smart and quick and good decisions when you're doing that. Of course, there are many more reasons. Learning new tasks is a big part, staying motivated, staying positive, all of those things. So, my belief is that you are meant to sleep well and do great things. And so I want to support you doing that if sleep is getting in the way. Thanks for listening. Let me know if you have questions or want to talk about your sleep. Happy Wednesday.